All right, welcome. We're going to start Astroneer. New series. Hopefully everybody likes it. Uh, Seen this game online a little bit. Wanted to check it out myself. And I've actually played a little bit. And explored the world a little bit and played with the controls. So I kind of understand maybe some of what's going on here. But we're going to explore this together. And so we got a couple guys to choose from. Got this really... he kind of look like a real thin guy. We got this orange guy, a little bit of a stockier guy, and maybe we got two really thin guys. Do they look the same? Slightly different outfit there. So maybe something that's a little bit different. I don't know. He looks a little more masculine. The other one looks a little bit more feminine. I don't know. So we'll see. I like this guy. I mean, a little chubby guy, little heavy-set, stocky guy. Maybe he's a super buff. I don't know. But we're going to give him a shot. So let's go ahead and launch the game. This is kind of, as you load in, you get this default world. It's not really a default. It's, it's randomly generated. It's procedurally generated. So it's different every time. And, ooh, I saw some stuff as I'm coming down. And, wow, there's all kinds of these little things. And so you land on the planet and you pop out and, this little habitat thing is your first little, it's not really a base right now, but it's your first little house. It's kind of like just a little capsule and stuff. You don't go into space with this, but you kind of build your base off of this. And so, the first things that you're looking for is you're looking to extend out your base and you tab, you get out. It actually shows you the keys. I went kind of fast, but it showed you the movement keys, how to move around. And then you get, as you've got this dot that you can move around with around the screen. And as it can interact with anything, you see this, blue circle moving back and forth, telling you, hey, you can touch me. And then this dialogue is telling me I can interact with the terrain tool by pressing E. But I'm going to expand this out a little bit. And so this is how you're building your base. You're expanding it out. And you're looking for a resource called resin. And what will happen is as soon as you put a resin on there, it'll expand out a little bit farther. And then you'll get these little nodes that you can expand out even more. So I guess the first thing we need to do is we need to really kind of just run around, see what we can find. We got a rock there. You can hold down the shift key and you can run a little bit faster. And I've got this, I heard the devs talking about this called a core, this compound. And so this is a mine that never stops producing. It's got a limited amount of resources. You mine it, and then over time, it'll regenerate, and you can go back and remine it again. And so things to worry about here, you can see my oxygen bar there. Get rid of the shape tool. You can see the oxygen bar, and you can see the power bar. So right now we have nothing. We have the base of everything. Got this nice little ship over here, which is cool because it has a little research. And then inside, right there, inside, you can see some things that you can harvest from it. So we're going to get that later. Right now, I just want to look around. Get some more compound there. And I got a research there. I'm really looking for some, there we go, some resin. So resin is, ooh, nice cave too. Resin is the base builder. Got to need that. Let's go run back and get some oxygen. So how do you get farther from your base? I mean, you're obviously running out of oxygen all over the place. Well, they've got these things called Tether. So maybe that's what we should do. Before we get resin, we should go over here and get some compound. And compound is kind of like the basic resin and compound, resin being base building, compound being every other type of building. Compound's one of the most generic. You could see, when I put stuff on my backpack, I got that thing telling me I could look at my backpack with a Q. So once I get some compound in here, and all I'm doing is holding down the left mouse button, and it's kind of deformed. You see I'm running out of power, which is tough, and I'm running out of oxygen. Run! 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 Gotta make it. Gotta make it. Gotta make it. Okay. So let's see here. So I open up my backpack, and you can see on the bottom here, there's some things I can build on my backpack, and it needs, some of these common items. So and even some rare. So if I move left and right. I can cycle through what I can create, and then you can see this is lithium. I need some lithium, and then this tethers. Tethers is a way to extend your oxygen. I'm going to make some of those right now, actually. So I can extend the oxygen from a base, so I can go farther. And you can see I need a tank. There's an oxygen tank I could do, but I need titanium, and I don't have that yet. Get some copper for a generator. A beacon. A beacon is, well, it's what it is a beacon. It kind of shows up in the sky, and you can see, you can put like place markers for you where you've been, and maybe mark some important things, which are great, actually, because of the curve of the Earth. If you go out far, you really need to lay down a breadcrumb trail of beacons or you'll get lost. So I just built a solar power. The sun's not out right now, but as soon as it comes out, that'll keep my power up. And what else did I want to build? If you notice, when I went in there, inside of my little cabin thing, my little habitat, it saved the game, which is awesome. So what did I want to do here? I got some tethers. I want to, you know what? Actually, since we have a crash ship, where's that crash ship? Yeah, right here. There should be, let's place some tethers down. So you can see, since I built tethers, it's telling me, hey man, put a tether down. And you can see when you put a tether down, you get this long line. And you can see it disconnected there. You want to stay connected, and that keeps your oxygen going. And as you place it down, it's kind of powered. So you'll get a little bit of light, which is nice, especially when you go into a cave. And you can build a ton of these. As long as you have compound, and compound's usually everywhere on your starting planet, you can build just an absolute ton of these. So we're going to go over here. Don't want to run out of oxygen while I'm mining this stuff, so I want to be relatively close to a tether. And I'll put my tethers away. Oops. And let's mine some rest of this compound here. Compound you really need for some basic stuff. So like one of the first things you can build is a smelter, and I believe that takes some compound to start building it, and amount of power. And if I did have some power, like a battery, or if I had a solar panel over there, I could pull some power from the tether. Right now you just like auto generate. I think this is titanium. Perfect. So I'm going to take that titanium. I'm going to leave the rest here for now. I'm going to take the titanium, and I actually want to make an extra oxygen tank. So let's open up the backpack. Yeah, I can make a tank. Let's do that. That's super helpful in the beginning. Also, the battery is super helpful, but I don't have any lithium. Okay, so you can see that oxygen reserve is filling up, which is nice because I can go much farther with that. Sweet. Okay, I got that going on. And I've got some compound. I need some resin to get my base going. So let's go look for some resin. I thought we saw some over here somewhere, or pretty close. Where is it? Some more compound. Is this resin over here? No, more compound again. Yep, more compound again. Organics everywhere. Organics are great because you can, oh, there's my resin. You can actually power your base with a little generator. I think that takes copper to build. And you can stick organics in it, and the organics will burn kind of like a fuel. Come on, give me, yeah, give me one more. One more. One more. Oh, is that gonna do it? Nope. Maybe one more. Oxygen is still good because I have that tank, so I'm not. Ah, there we go. Okay, so I've got 3. That's perfect. Get back to this tether here. Cruise back to my beginning base, which is a whole lot of nothing right now. So let's see, what direction do I want to go? This looks really flat over here. This looks like more going up on a slope on this side, but this looks kind of flat. It looks kind of flat out there too. It goes out to some compound. That might be good. Let's kind of build towards that direction. I'm going to collapse that, have it point towards me. I'm just going to drop a resin in. I'm just going to click on that little Ghosty Resin. It's going to take that Ghosty Resin and use it. And I learned something a while ago. I'm just going to go ahead and build several of these straight out. And then I'll build my buildings off of those. Move out of the way here. So those are the 3 resin that I got. I don't think I have any more. Nope. So I gotta go find some more. And that'll get me a nice little line. And on that, I'll show you when I do this. I like to put these kind of in a straight line. And then, like I said, the buildings off of that straight line, because it helps so much with the way power is distributed. And you don't really have to worry about making sure every single unit is powered. I noticed sometimes, and they might have fixed this, but I noticed that in the beginning, and this was like a couple weeks ago. Oops. I'll take that compound though. That if you had kind of like a, I don't know, octagonal shape, or your base was just kind of all over the place, you really didn't get the power flowing from one unit to the next unit. So if I put a solar panel in there, it would only charge part of them, and not probably, I mean, it's alpha. It was probably a defect. I don't know if they fixed it or not, but it didn't seem to work. So I kind of nowadays, when I get in here and I make something, I start off with a kind of a straight line and then work from there. Some of these little resin mines and stuff, they go pretty deep. I have to tell you right now, I suck with the transformation tool. You know, you're supposed to be able to, if you hold down your left mouse button, it eats away at the ground. And then if you hold the Alt button, it'll fill in. And then if you use the control button, it's supposed to smooth. But man, I'm telling you, I can't get smoothing to work for the life of me. I just can't. I don't know. Either I'm not doing it right, or I just don't understand it, or it's probably both of those things. But at any rate, let's come over here. Oops. This is kind of funky too. When you carry something, you got to make sure it's up high. Otherwise, it'll kind of drag on the ground a little bit. So we're going to build. I've got an extra one. That's why I'm carrying it. We're going to build off of this base a little bit. So I want to go out here. Need this one resin. Bink. Oops. And then it's going to turn to 2, and that'll allow me to build something. So a nice little trick, if you hold the shift button down, it'll take 2 out of your backpack if you have 2 in there, and it'll allow you to build something. So printer's ultra sweet to begin with, so I can print off a bunch of stuff that I need. But the problem is it takes copper. So typically, you're not close to any resources that are available. Was there any copper in these other ones? But I think there's a copper in that ship for sure. Is there a copper here? Or is this aluminum? It's aluminum. How about this being a copper? Be a copper! No. So much for that. So I don't have 2 coppers. Let's build the smelter first, because I need to go down into a tunnel. And there we go. I need to go down a tunnel, and it takes 2 compound. So again, just left click and click on those, and it'll grow it out. Pooh! Sweet. Okay, smelter built. I did find, while I was over here picking up some resin and some compound, I thought there was a cave over here. Let's see. Let's go check it out. Was it over here? No. Am I imagining things? I know there's a cave over here somewhere. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe it wasn't over here. Maybe it was... I get so confused. Alright, looking. I'm looking for the cave. There was a cave. I know there was a cave. I saw the cave. It was close to my house. Is this it? This looks kind of it. This looks cave-ish. Yes. All right, cave is for sure. Let's go down in there. I still have some tethers. Do you have any compound on me? I have one compound on me. I'm gonna need some compound if I'm gonna go cave in. But let's see how far I can go for now. All right, I got this tether. I'm gonna drop this tether down, and I'm gonna start making my way towards the cave. Caves, yeah, okay. Caves are, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but caves are spooky. They're spooky. They've got some stuff that kill you in there. There's like these, oops, that didn't work very well. There's these plants that spit a little gas. And they're actually okay if you're connected to a tether. They don't hurt you that bad. They will kill you if you're like really close to them. But if you're not so close, not too bad. You could survive it. All right, ran out of tethers. Let's go back, make some more. Just pressing Q to get my backpack in. Since I have a compound in there, blam, I got some new tethers, which is ultra sweet. Come out, try to use these as best you can. Extend it out as far as you can. And hopefully this cave has something good. It's not like a serious drop. Oh, sweet. It's copper right there. It does have a little bit of a drop. Let me put this right here. Yeah, but this is totally reasonable. I've seen worse. And let's just look around real quick. You know, there it is, right there. That's the gassy one. So that will spit this green gas at you. And if you're not connected to a tether, it kills you pretty fast. If you're connected to a tether, it'll kill you, but not as quickly. And it depends on how far you are. So you can actually survive it. See, now this is where the terraforming comes in. You know, I have seen the devs just create a beautiful downward slope. Oops. By using control. Let me try this shit. Control and... Oh, yo! Totally did work. Nice. I can't tell you how many times I've tried that and it has failed. Like that. See? I do crazy stuff like that. And it truly is whatever... side of the polygon that you have that you're deforming to. Like, okay, you see that center dot is? So if I come out like that, it's going to pull that center dot out. Let's try to refill this back up and maybe make it a little bit more useful here. And then maybe I can smooth it again. So if I take this one, do I want to take that one? No, let's take this one. Let's see if I can come up. Yeah, just like that. And you can see it got a little bit too high there. And that really wasn't enough of a slope, a better slope. I need a better slope. Oh, figures. Okay. Is there any power anywhere? Ooh, there's power down there, but I don't want to go down there yet. So this is good enough. I can just kind of knock these down a little bit. And I can get down there. I really need this copper. And I should be okay. Let's put down... Ooh, there's power right there. Let's put down a tether right here. And that'll kind of save me. If these guys start spitting, I could pull some of this. This is power. We'll pull a little bit of this power here. It's horrible in the beginning. You struggle to be able to get anything because you got no power. You don't really have far enough oxygen range. You know, don't necessarily have a tether. I got lucky, really lucky, by having some drop pods or whatever they are close to me. This will allow me to build a printer. And the printer is super useful. It should be one of the first couple things that you build. Maybe some people will argue that fact, but man, you can't really build power or without this thing. And then you have a problem is you go into the mine and it's like you start collecting a bunch of stuff and then you need storage really fast. You don't want to leave it in the ground. And then I've seen some glitches with people. They throw it into a little hole, but then, you know, that some of their stuff, their resources disappear, and it's like, okay, well, so you don't want to necessarily throw it in a hole. You might wind up losing your resources. We've got 3. Let's go back. 3 is good enough to start off with. And I see some compound on the way, which there was a next to that ship, and there's also over there some compound. It's a compound node. So let's come over here. I made the smelter. Smelter has no power. But let's open up my backpack, throw these 3 on there. That will allow me to make the printer. So what do I need? I need some resin. Let's bring this out while I have 1 resin. That's going to be my printer. And let's see. I've got nothing. Got nothing. Let me go get some compound. Compound for days. Compound. All right, this should give me like 2.5. Since I already had some, it'll probably give me like 3. 1 disappeared because it went into the tether spot. Is it gonna give me more than that? No, 2.5. That's good. That's a good start. Let's see. Got some power going on here. The sun came up. I have a solar panel. Let me drop that solar panel here. Get this charging. While that's charging, let me go see if I can find some resin somewhere. Some over there. Not too far from the base. And maybe I can get, you know, a couple of these here to help so I can build the printer. Would be nice. Picking up organic too. I could make a generator. I forgot what the generator takes. Oh, got two. Okay, that was good enough. You can see in the distance there, you have your. That's what a beacon looks like. But you know, your initial starting point, your little habitat puts up that beacon automatically. You don't need to get another beacon. Why am I not getting power? Can I put it over here? The sun's up. Oh, there we go. That was weird. I wonder if they got some shadows. You know, if you're in a shadow or something, you can't. That would be trippy. You can't get power from that. All right, printer. That's what I need. So as soon as this copper's done, I can smelt this. Ting, ting, ting. Put this over here. Put this over here. Build a printer. Okay, that's number one. It's got no power, of course, so let's move my solar panel over. Get this building. I got 2 compound. I think I can build a large solar panel. This will help enormously. So as soon as that starts building up, let's go back and get some more resin and some more compound. I gotta look at the sky here. Storms. Storms are another deadly thing. Take you out. No problem. Be happy to take you out. It's okay if you're on the outskirts of a storm, but man, when you're in the heart of a storm, it's got these particles that are flying around. Get hit by one of those. Good night, Irene. You are done. All right, I'm picking up power from the base now because whatever the solar panel was charging has now been fully charged. And so it's giving me the excess, which is nice. Oh, here it is. There it is. Telling you about a storm. There it is. There's coming in right there. Look at that thing. So let me jump in here. It's awesome to save the game too. You can see the particles in the distance here. Not these little white particles flying around. You will see what I'm talking about. Check this out. There they come. Now, if you're outside and you get hit by one of those, forget it. Maybe you could take a glancing blow, but you take a full-on blow, you're toast. So we gotta wait for this to die down. These are great resources for wind too, if you got wind power. And you can see stuff's blowing around. So the devs said that, I think they said in one of their live streams that they're thinking maybe that the storms will start knocking stuff off your base. They also said that the storms, I believe they said that the storms might mess with your tethers, or they do mess with your tethers. I don't know. Okay, storm's over. Wind's still blowing really hard. When the wind's blowing hard, you're moving really slow. But there's the storm leaving. Nasty suckers. Nasty suckers. All right, great. Solar panel. We need that. 2 compound. Let's make that guy. Do I have enough for another one? It's totally worth getting 2 right off the bat. Yes. So let's make another one. And you can see what I'm doing. This is why I leave that line back there. It becomes my power line. And so I build off the other side of the base as well. So I start extending these sides out to give you kind of like a, it's not really an H, it's like 3 lines, but you know, you build these sides out, get these going on like this, and you can have a nice little lineup. And you've got, you know, your power running, or your batteries running over here, or your storage or whatever, and you're looking pretty good. So let's see here. Again, this is like never ending. It gets easier, you know. Once you get a vehicle, it gets a lot easier. This hasn't recharged yet. You know, you have to constantly be looking for resources. And so we're going to need aluminum, copper, resin, compound, a lot in the beginning. And once you start building out your base, not so much anymore, but you can do a little more exploring. You can go deeper into the caves. You can find some cool stuff. But for right now, forget about it. So I've got, let's take this copper, aluminum. Let's go to those other drop areas. I think the next thing we're going to build is probably the research station. And you can use these little storage things on the back of your, it's kind of handy. On the back of your little habitat. All right. Let's see. Didn't get anything that run. It's hydrazine and aluminum over there. Here's some compound. I need to build. Is that resin? No, is that 2 compound? Ooh, this looks like a fat compound area. Those big fat giant compounds. Nice. Come on, go deep. Gotta run out of power. Constantly running out of power. Killing me. What do I need to make a wind? It looks like the wind is blowing. Aluminum. Is there aluminum over here? Sure is. All right, let's make one of these puppies. And they're going to go on the utilities on the side. I like these utilities. Need more. Nice. Wind is blowing. Is it moving? Yep, it's moving. Oh, no. Is there a storm coming? Oh, please don't let there be a storm coming when I'm so far from the base. Nice. That'll keep my power up. We're going to build a wind turbine for the base, too. Obviously, it needs aluminum. I'm sure the bigger ones need aluminum, too. Let's go harvest some more of this compound. Or a new compound. Good. Good. Okay, I'm out of power. Going back to the base. And I think the next thing I want to build is some storage. Well, I've got these extra compound. It's just good. We're going to need to start putting stuff somewhere. It's good to have this now. So unfortunately the base is out of power. I don't know when the sun is coming up. I know the wind is blowing though, so let's maybe take this weather vane off here. Nope. Nope. Not blowing enough. Put this back on. And I can actually put this back on too. Alright, good. Gives me dual power. Got to build a battery. Need lithium to build a battery. Need to build a research station so I can get new research. What does a generator take? Is that carbon? What is that? Copper. Not carbon. Copper. I have a copper, right? Is that copper? Ooh, do I use that now? Well, that would give me power at night. I could do stuff. Yeah, you know what? It's a good idea. Let's go take that copper. I thought I had this set up. There we go. Let's make this generator. This takes organic, which is nice. And actually, let's use that because I'm going to use this compound right away. Let's put that on there. Take this generator, put that on there. You're right. And let's go get some of these organics. Ching, ching, ching. Organic, you can get a ton of really fast. Some of these plants don't gather. So I noticed you'll see these ones without the colored tops, without the flowers. They just fall. And you don't get anything from them. So I don't know either if they mature, you know, so like a farming kind of scenario where they're in a state right now in which they can't produce any energy. But then you throw that organic on the generator and it slowly consumes the organic and allows you to power. So I don't want a solar panel, I want storage. Ting. So let's build a storage. This is going to be ultra helpful. So I'll put that right there. And let's build another one. Put that right there. And then I think I'm going to wrap this up and we can build our base a little bit more after this episode. So thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And hope to see you guys in the next episode. Hit the like if you like this video or you want to see some more. And I'll see you guys later.